Hello everyone, my name's Illier2 and welcome back to my Let's Play of Victoria 2, Heart of Darkness. Yes, so we're finally back. It's been a while. I'm recovering from a cold, so if my voice sounds a little bit weird, that's why. In the last Let's Play, we went ahead and we did a Korea Let's Play. I didn't save the game though, so I can't see the very end, but we conquered quite a bit of land. So go check that out if you haven't already. We're going to be going ahead and playing as a new country I've never played as. I have tested it out before. It's the Mughals. That's right, boyos. It's the Mughals. Now, you might be thinking, wait, so like the one province minor that's a satellite of Britain? Yes, that one. Those Mughals. It is possible. Yes, Ox Analog, it's the Mughals. It is possible to not only survive, but thrive as the Mughals. I did a test game. I'm not going to spoil how well I did. Oh, fuck it. Yes, I will. This isn't the very end of my campaign. It is 2 years before. This is how big I managed to get as the Mughals. So, yeah. I'm going to show you guys how it was possible to get this far. Now, they started off as an uncivilized nation. And, again, a puppet of Britain, which is pretty much terrifying. So, the Mughals, it's a little bit of a different start. I'm not going to be able to do anything for about 30 years. I want to warn people watching right now, I'm going to be sitting for about 30 years doing absolutely nothing because we can't do anything until we finally westernize. I'm going to disable anarcho-liberals because I fucking hate them. Unlock in Crisis 1870. Enable scrapped vanilla, stuff like that. Enable Easter eggs. Disable bankruptcy events because those are always annoying. First, we're gonna start off with not bureaucrats. I accidentally did that wrong. Intellectuals, because as you might notice, we start off with 169% or 1.69% bureaucrats in our country. It's way too big, but that is good because we're gonna be at 100% administrative efficiency for as long as we need. First, we're going to bring up education. The whole way we're going to westernize is we're going to become the most educated country in India, and we're going to do it quickly. We're going to get up to 4% intellectuals. We're going to be literate as fuck. Probably 30% literacy before we westernize. We're not really going to get a military. It's not so important. And administration is going to get brought down to about 20%. Again, we have plenty of bureaucrats already, and we're just going to go ahead. And this is what we're going to be doing for the next 30 fucking years. So how's your guys' day been? So what we're going to do first is we're going to go ahead and get university reform. That costs 24,000 research points. That's a lot. Winds of Westernization, of course, we're going to go for Western influences. So we're going to go for foreign universities first because it gives us Enlightenment philosophy. Now that is the first bit of philosophy that gives us 50% more research points. That's tremendous amount increase for an uncivilized nation. After that, we're going to go ahead and get the reformed basic education. That'll bring us up to 60% westernized. We can then change our tradition. Actually, you know what? We're going to go foreign university and then foreign training methods so that we can change our tradition to, or national value to productivity, so that we can get rid of that research point modifier decrease. Okay, so let me just explain how this is going to work after we westernize. So, when we westernize, there is an event that Britain gets where they literally give us all of our cores. So, you see all these green? Yeah, all that green, those are our cores. Combined, that's about 8 million, 7 million men, depends. So once I take over all that land, I'm going to be not only westernized, but also have a fuck ton of people. And that's all in one state. Almost all of that is United Provinces. Which means I can increase craftsmen. I can increase soldiers very, very quickly. So my military and industry score is going to shoot up. I'm going to become a great power, and that's how I'm going to get out of Britain's puppet. Afterwards, once you become a great power, and you have nationalism and imperialism, I can reform the Mughal Empire, which basically, I get cores all over the Indian subcontinent. Can they decide to not give you a core? Yes, they can, but the AI, as long as it has high enough relations, will always accept. At least in the 2 test games I've done, they've accepted. Once we reform the Mughal Empire and we get strong enough, we're going to declare war on Britain to retake our cores. Now, we might be able to take all of India in one swoop. I did that before in my test game. Or we might just be able to take bit by bit. That's fine. Either way, we're going to be more powerful than Britain's India. I'm also losing a lot of money right now. It's okay. Uncivilized nations can't go bankrupt. Also, something that's interesting is that once I westernize, I get a 50% discount on all techs Britain has. Which means, usually by the time I westernize, Britain has about 13 army techs. I can pretty much shoot up to level 13 army tech, no problem. And then, as long as I control my ascent to a great power ship, I can then get about the same amount of army techs as Britain has. So when we go to war, we can easily destroy them. Oh shit, you know, I just realized, now that you said music, I totally just realized, there you go. Music volume, cool. Okay, so we're at 4% intellectuals. We're now gaining literacy at 0.1% per month. That is amazingly high. But we're going to go ahead and instead get officers. Something I never do, but I need to have 0.2% officers to get the most amount of leadership, and leadership gives me generals and admirals. Now, in my experience, we civilized at around the same time as Japan. So they're a good indicator of how fast we should be going. Anyways, are you broke? Yes, I am, but as an uncivilized nation, you can't go bankrupt. So we actually want India to annex as much of my cores as possible, because they won't hand over cores that are owned by their puppets. And once we actually reform the Mughal Empire, we gain Kannada, Telugu, Kannauji, Bengali, Bihari, Kashmiri, and Sindhi as accepted cultures. I think those are all the Muslim ones. And then we already have Punjabi and Awadhi. However, there's still all these southern ones. Like, I know Marathi, Kannada. Do we get Orisi or Telugu? Do we accept Telugu? I don't think we do. Did you know Mughal comes from the misinterpretation of Mongol? Yes, I know that. Apparently, the Mughals called themselves the Gukani, but they were also known as the Timurids. Yeah, and that's bad. Oh. Ooh, yes! Oh, that's what I wanted to see. More research points, and we become more liberal. That's fantastic. 1,000, honestly, not that bad. Son of a bitch! That hurt. That's 10%. That, oh my god! That's an interesting Heavenly Kingdom. I mean, they're gonna lose because they have way less soldiers. But that's just a weird fucking Heavenly Kingdom. Alright, and yeah, so foreign training methods. We're almost there already, so we're almost beyond 50%, so we can change our national value. Yay! We're almost at 20% literacy. Military mission, oof. I don't want to do that because that 5% reactionaries just makes everything cost more, and I don't want that. And there's a national value change. We're going to go ahead and get productivity because that increase in tax efficiency, RGO, and commerce tax and stuff like that is so good. And now I researched slightly faster. All right, so we're going to get land reform next. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Basic education next. Oh, jeez. That gains, not only does it increase education, but it also gets us a little bit of plurality, which increases research speed by just a tad, 5%. Oh, Mughal reactionaries. There you go. There you go. That's what I wanted to see. Britain saving the day. We're going to stab you in the back later. Reform system is coming up. We're almost at 25. 1/4 of our people can read and write. Number 15, Burger King foot lettuce. The last thing you want in your Burger King burger is foot fungus. Somebody's foot fungus. But it turns out that might be what you get. I like how I'm not even playing the fucking game right now. I'm just talking to you guys. Alright, and here's the land reform coming up. Oh shit. Oh shit. The South has more soldiers. Fuck it. Mughals are true Mongols. Screw you, Mongolia. That's what I gotta do. Guys, that's what I gotta do. I gotta take over Mongolia as the Mughals. That's what I gotta do. I'll have to annex Mongolia as the Mughals. But look at this decrease. 31% literacy. Ooh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Guys, Confederacy won. Confederacy won. Guys. Yo, Confederacy just won the Civil War. I've seen this happen, and the United States just reconquers it later on. If they can get it so that they refute the Civil War, I think they need to get a certain tech, and they can get rid of the America's cores. We might see the Free States of America pop out. Oh, the fun's about to begin, boyos. Or, not the fun, but something is actually going to happen for one. Alright, there you go. Let's go ahead and finally embrace Westernization. Oh, it's good.